Well, this is gonna be really interesting because I'm after work on an energy drink late at night. Here we go everyone, my name is Enards and welcome back to my channel. Let's continue. Kingdom Comes Deliverance. So, last time we went looking for Ginger, the probably generic NPC. We died, so we decided not to go for him. Instead we did side missions, got some loot, and became the Alpha Wolf. Well, got that perk. So we are continuing from there. And my plan for today is to... Well, we have the Vengeance, and we have Ginger and Pickle. We also have to go to the courtship. So yeah, I think I'm gonna kick off the side quest and then try to get either of these. Also, quick note here, I will try to get myself either a halberd or a mace and shield, because we really need the armor damage. So yeah, oh, this is where we live.
So what are we to...
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the rat?
I've brought you...
Ooh. Yes, we won't hand over.
Probably wasn't...
Well, we won't sacrifice that ring for her, that's for sure.
Fucking come on then! You'll get what for.
My dude, you
Shit!
no armor and you are trying to fight me. Sorry, you're getting the boot. Or the next step. God damn. Harry is not messing around. Jesus. Oh, great. Bye. It should be humans now, won't it?
Blood will be spilled.
Nope, it's one singular enemy.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Whoa! Oh wow!
Is that the...
You'll get what for.
You gonna cry now?
Okay.
You're dead. Fucker! Call that.
Okay. That's 2 down. Okay. The armor is saving here. I don't like it that some of them just moves me around so much.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Come here, lily liver.
Take that!
My armor is taking the hits.
Insolent!
Okay.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Okay. Now this is going well. Longsword and shield. Deadly combo.
You'll get
Nice.
what's you.
Whoa, okay. Just a quick check. The armor is doing pretty fine, although that is doing...
The fucking hell!
So my friend, your mates are dying. Yeah, that's that. Harry just goes for it seems. Well, I can do it that way too, it seems. You are the spokesman. No, I need to talk with the twins.
I'm at your service, sir.
Where are you hiding Ginger?
What?
Don't try that one on me. I know he's friends with you and your brother. I need to talk to him about the massacre at the stud farm. He's the only witness.
All right. I'll tell you. But first, you have to deal with those two bandits who've been asking about
Oh,
you.
great.
Alright, I'll deal with them.
I'm glad to hear it. I'd say they're somewhere between here and our neighbors upstream. There's a place there where poachers used to meet before we came. The path to it leads straight from the stream.
Alright, I'll have a look there.
God be with you.
Alright. Well,
I hope I can be of... Take
okay.
care now.
So we need to deal with the bandits that are... Why is it a game of search the area? Why is it always?
Yeah.
Well, just me. Bugger. What did you do with the loot? Well, wenches, booze, and indulgences, of course. Did you drink on your own too? Nah, boozing alone is shameful.
Losing alone is shameful, my dude.
What's that?
Hey!
Okay.
Yeah, boss.
Is that all you've got?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, I got this still.
Take that!
Okay, I don't
I've
know.
got you like a rabbit.
Now, you get one for.
Okay. What's that fighting style, my friend?
I'm going.
Bugger.
Bugger. So you are the aggressive one. I need to get rid of at least one of them.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Okay.
You called.
Oh wow. Okay, that's what I hate about some situations. Okay. Okay. Okay, come on.
You
girl.
going to cry?
What was that? Why I don't strike? Game. I'm just weirded out sometimes the game.
Fuck.
Oh, shut up.
Beat by
Are you gonna bleed out? Yes. Thank you. Oh, hell yeah, next snap. I'll just stomp on his dick. What do I care? A twin? Nope, I need to twin. Yes.
I'm honored that you should come.
I found those bandits and took care of them.
I'm glad to hear it. If it's true.
If you don't believe me, I can take you to their bodies.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Ginger's hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go north along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a spring. There's an overgrown path from there that'll lead you to where Ginger is. But it's easy to miss it.
Thank you.
Take care now.
Ginger's guardians. Well, Ginger, you are... yeah.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Why did you run?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
The bandits.
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
Oi, 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 we are aggressive.
Don't know his name, only that he's from Ujits and he has a limp.
Okay, that's useful.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ujits, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I
Okay,
know. I never
Ushit's
talked
house
to him.
at the village, booze.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ujits, and he has a limp.
Okay, the same
He
guy.
limps and he's from Ujits. That's not much to go on, but
It's all I know.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. And then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes.
Yeah, probably that's
I
when.
thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
Okay, he's
It
more of a
seemed
coward
some of them
than a
didn't like
fighter.
it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran
course
off
you
with the
did.
others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
Do you know what
Yeah.
they argued about?
Let's find out.
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
Okay.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, we lost
If
our
only I
parents.
yelled. Maybe they...
Hey,
If you
it's
had,
okay.
you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still.
There was nothing you could do.
The
What about
others.
the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were
Two of them
really
were big.
That's all I can remember.
Okay. That's alright.
That's all.
It's alright.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me?
Perhaps I could.
What do you want?
What
And
would you
sorry
like?
for skipping.
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around.
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
Oh no, he's scared.
afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
That's making...
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right.
Hey,
Thank you for your help, and
you may be a
God bless you.
generic NPC, but... Nice. Finally, game saved. Okay, lookpick this. It's an easy lookpick. You know, Ginger won't need this anymore. Talk to the captain. Oh god, we're gonna need to rest and get our HP back. Oh, that bloody effect is so nice in this lighting. It's like the screen is smudged. So I really like it. Hey, Captain Bernard, sorry it took me like 4 days to do the thing. Wait, aren't you? Red sick? Yeah, so
God bless you. What?
My lord, I managed...
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
The gist of it.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
That's
But what
true.
if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujits, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Auschwitz then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they
Yeah,
did. I want to
hanging.
see them hang. So bring him to me in Mehoyed and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir.
God be with you.
Oh. So because I...
Good day to you.
Okay, so we failed successfully, we can say that. Mysterious way, and that's the vengeance, so we need to go to Auschwitz. And in Auschwitz we were not ever in Auschwitz, I believe. No, we were in Auschwitz once. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, because I need rest, we are gonna go to Rate. Here. Hopefully, we won't get into a fight. Please.
You're a brave soul taking me on. I'm not used to it. I'll be the one.
But he reloads it, of course. He can win the game at this point. Yeah,
This'll be
if he
the one.
doesn't bust. And he won't. He passes to me.
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
So, I just won the game. Sir? Yes, score and pass.
Kurva! Why the hell did I even start playing?
Okay, that was fun. Oh, that way. What that
I
says?
hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Aye, there's one fellow with a limp. Can't imagine what you'd want with the likes of him. But that's your affair. He lives in a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Neuef.
Oh.
Take care now.
Well, that was tactically instant, like, oh yeah, that's where he lives. I am baffled that I got this lucky. Let's be honest. Yeah, this new running, like, I run more, but slower doesn't really affect the speed because I don't get tired out that much. Limpy Lubosh. Visit Lubosh. I don't like this. Did he die?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Okay, this is
Well, I'm
intriguing.
the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really?
Yeah.
They say he had a limp?
And yeah,
Shit.
that's the moment they realize.
Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh my god. Well, the game doesn't show, but probably he's like... Oh god!
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I also know what would my thumbnail be. Yeah, Lubosh got...
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Yeah.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Okay.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
Yeah, that's a good way to ask.
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
No, probably because he made trouble.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Okay, so loner, has trouble, limped from a young age.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
And full loner.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Maybe they cut his tongue.
Another thing about Lubosh.
I don't know. So I believe that they may have cut his tongue out.
I hope I can be of some...
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
Okay.
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Well, logically.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Okay, so he probably was with the bandits prepping for the new raid.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Neuhof.
Not a clue.
And of course.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. We didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
So full loner.
That's all. Thank you.
We can look inside and we're gonna close the door.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him?
Oh, that.
That would explain why he didn't scream. Judas.
Judas.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Judas, the kiss. What are you doing?
God grant you health.
I've come in the name of Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Okay, so everyone says that.
Have you noticed anything suspicious
drunkard,
recently?
lazy.
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church.
Oh!
I see why, of course.
Oh.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately, he started talking to the parish priest, of all people.
Okay.
That's all. That's all.
So, technically the people here know the following thing. Lubosh was a drunkard, bad-tempered, and also, well, lazy. And before everything happened, he was going to the church, technically. For why, we don't know, but what happened to him pretty much says it all. And probably we can read the text because we learned to read, so we know that it's from Latin. Or maybe we would even know without, you know, reading it, but I'm gonna say that we did a smart decision learning reading, so that's why we know it. So we're gonna head to the church and talk with the priest.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sahanish of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh?
Oh, you too.
What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Okay.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Father, you are... I won't say anything.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man.
And I have a sword and a
one of those
mace.
is the sanctity of the confessional.
Of course.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
We have... Yeah, let's try that.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
True. Very well, then.
Thank God.
Can I trust you not to say a word to anyone?
Trust me.
Lubosh came to me shortly after everything that happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. I must say I never expected it of him. But he turned out to be a better man than he seemed. He said some crony of theirs hired them. First they thought they were going to steal horses. But then it all got out of hand and people started dying. He and his gang didn't want any part of that. So they quarreled with the others and ran off.
Quarreled? A corpse was found in the woods by Neuhof.
Well, that would explain something. Lubos kept blabbering on that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know Lubos killed one of the murderers, and now he's dead too. Only I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Just nicknames. But maybe that'll help. He mentioned some fellows called Riki from Ledechko, Pius and Timmy.
Nothing more?
No.
Thank you,
I
Father.
suppose it'll have to do. I reckon I'll go and have a look around Ledechko first. Thank you, Father. And don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
God be with you.
I won't work for you for anything because of that. I am so happy that my skills were high enough. So I can literally do the check because... Father, you are just the worst. To go to Ledechko, which... The fastest way there would be actually... From my home. I have a Sossack fast travel point too. That's intriguing. So yeah, we're gonna fast travel there. In the middle of the night too. Real quick.
Utolsó fasz! Leszel!
Okay. Okay, that was a heavy hit. Okay. Okay, stabbing works against spearman. Wow. So first time humans are a joke. But I got lucky probably. You are a joke, my friend. Huh? Villager?
Good day to you.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
Riki? You mean Hinek, the courier's son?
Maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
He's not usually around here. Try asking at his home, but I hope you've got a thick skin. The old courier ain't exactly charming.
Of course he isn't.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around Tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weak of stomach.
Okay, so he reeks.
But not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, the Hinek's nature is no sweeter than his smell.
Okay, so...
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Okay. So, we got dialogue. We got a lot of useful information. Also, we could use
What's got?
Oh.
I hope I can be of help to you.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Well... Huh.
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off, and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is.
Stats
He
broken
turned
in
up at the
every
house
game,
a
it
while
seems.
back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what I know.
Fatherly love at
All
the end
right.
of the day.
He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods. But he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
Oh.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right. I'll ask at the inn then.
Okay.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say...
Christ be praised. How...
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Yeah,
when did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lugosh who died.
Okay, so...
That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said
he
what
took part
it
in
was.
it, maybe?
And that it wasn't worth it for the money.
Okay.
Aye. And then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
Okay.
What did he say about the money?
Yeah, what?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding in the western corner.
All right, thank you. I found out that Hinek goes poaching in the woods and he's got a hideout there. What do you know about it?
Yeah. They go
Don't
there.
worry. Hinek has much bigger problems than being caught poaching. And you're not involved in it anyway, are you?
No, I'm not. It's true he used to go hunting in the woods
Maybe
sometimes.
she poached
When he
something
came
else.
back, he'd usually come to me. That's all.
How did you know he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught. And he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
Okay.
Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, because he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Okay,
Good.
that makes sense.
So at least I know where to... Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up, but who could he sell it to? The inn.
For sure.
Yep, and dialogue.
God bless.
Let's talk with the...
Got it for you right here.
I'm at your service, sir.
So nice.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
Oh. Oh, so I can speech or... speech will be the best.
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him. And it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
Ooh.
All right. But give me your word of honor you won't tell anyone about our deal.
To be honest, I wouldn't care less if you
Fine.
lower prices.
So,
that
what do you
also
want to
help
know?
us in this case.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
I happen to know it's a dark place. A cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
That makes sense.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
Huh.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
That should be all, my friend.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down it.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
More than this, I don't think we will need. Okay, I think because woodcutters, that means that the camp should be there. So the E, probably I need to go. Because there's not a lot of theirs. Oh, a tailor! I need a tailor to fix my clothes up. Maybe buy some stuff off him, like tailor's kits. Yeet. Tanning equipment. Yep, I think this is the place. Ooh, with our sword at hand. Ooh, really badass. We're gonna get trapped, won't we?
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain.
Okay.
I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
Noble Knight. Let's put the...
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhoff stud farm.
I've got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, alright?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
Just speak.
That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
This is just more intriguing.
They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhoff, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Over there? Where is the camp?
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Okay.
Who got your two gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it...
Yeah, money speaks, even in
just
our
couldn't
times.
refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
That's...
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about
That's
them?
just a sign that everything's
what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhoff, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy. I've been with him the longest. He's one and only friend, I suppose.
Oh no.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhoff.
Okay.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Let's find out what happened down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat, and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting.
Jesus
My jaw
Christ.
dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go. So we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
Yeah. And they will.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well...
Hey, over here!
Oh no.
It's up the hill. Shh. Jay, found the cave. Shut up, Yelly.
Oh shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck!
At least they don't know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. I suppose you're right.
What else can we do? Okay, they don't have heavy armor.
Hey, who's there?
What's going on there? Take that!
Ow! Yeah!
Okay.
Is that all you...
Cut!
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Here! You can still yield!
Oh, dude's powerful. Okay.
You're dead!
Okay.
What are you doing here? Hard alive, are you?
Okay.
That's the end of you.
That combat was pretty solid.
I've got some more questions.
What?
Who is this Runt? What does he look like? Do you...
I never saw him before, but he's massive and scary as hell. Even his own men are afraid of him.
Did you notice what his sword...
No, it was just a regular...
I think I once had the doubtful honour of meeting that bastard, and he has something that doesn't belong.
Alright, so that's nice.
You're coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush will want to hear what you've...
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind...
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here. And in a few weeks, I'll pack up and clear off.
Yeah.
Might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. To be honest, that his gang is like not bad people, you know. Like it's not like like they are so bad and like can hurt you and all that. They are like honestly like victims in a way. Like they are, yeah, burglars, they are thieves, but they didn't hurt anyone. Like at best they roughed up people, to be honest, and that's understandable. But next to that, like, yeah, they are just normal people, and I kind of like, not normal in the sense of as normal as it can be.
How are you with riddles? How about a small...
That depends.
It's simple. I tell you a riddle. If you solve it, you get back twice the sum you...
That sounds good.
Now, listen carefully.
Okay.
In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
0, because you're
None.
better.
No, my fine fellow. The correct answer is 3. While the wind blows out 3, 7 burn down completely overnight. So the next day only... Oh, don't you fret.
Okay, I had the right mindset, how I wanted to do it, but I just messed up the thinking. I reverse thought about it. But as I was saying, his gang and he isn't like bad people. They are like, yeah, thieves, they are vagabonds, but in the end, they make a living. They didn't want the trouble. They didn't knew, to be honest, like, they got forced into it, and I feel like it is better to keep them alive, or like not hurt, because it's better that way. I personally believe that, yeah, they don't deserve that fate that they got dealt, and I think this is it for this episode. Maybe it will be a shorter one, but maybe more fun. So, if you want to like the video, please like it. If you want to dislike it, dislike it. Comment if you wish. And thanks for joining me for this video, and see you the next time.